Hi, and welcome to Vic and Vern's Sports Chat. I'm Vern, and welcome to our Defcon Rugby show. Every day, every weekday, from Monday to Friday at 5 o'clock. Welcome to the show. Our topics for today: Lions to a bit, Wallabies players, how they gonna line up for the weekend's match against the Lions, and of course Vern's Springbok forwards, my forwards, not Rassi's, not who I'm predicting, nothing. It's just who I want to play in the forwards for the Springboks. That'll be it. Let's get straight into it. Decisions. The series is lost for the Wallabies. 2-0 at the moment. Game 3 is a tough one now. What to do? What decision to make? Not just for the Wallabies, also for the Lions. Do they play a reserve team? A weaker team? But I don't think the Lions have a weaker team. They have classy reserves back there as well. But do they play... not the players that played in the first two, give some other players a run out and risk losing that game, because I'm sure they would like a 3-0 whitewash of the tour. That would be a good thing. They wouldn't have lost a game in Australia. They did lose that game against the Pumas, the first one out there in Dublin. But that is the question. What are the Lions going to do? The lineup should come out tomorrow. I was hoping they would come out today, but they didn't. A lot of rumors going around for the Wallabies, who's going to play and who's not. Everybody giving their 2 cents to that one. It's not easy. It's not an easy decision for the coach to make because he does have, in 2 weeks' time, he does have the Rugby Championship that starts, which puts up him a tough decision. Do I still risk all my best players for this last game, which doesn't really mean that much? The series is lost, but they don't want to whitewash. Of course, do I risk all my good players, maybe pick up some more injuries? And then afterwards, in 2 weeks' time, I have to face the Boks in South Africa, which is going to be a hell of a task to beat that one. But, well, let's just run through the side of the Australians, who played well and who didn't. We'll start off with the forwards, of course. James Slipper, I think he had a good game. Definitely keep him if you can. Dave Parecki played a fantastic one. Also keep him. I thought he was really good. I've heard that Alan Alatau is injured. That's this man over here. That is the rumor that is going around. If it's true or not, we'll see. But I've heard he is not doing too well. But it's tough decision for the coach, man. I thought who didn't have a good game was Fraser McWright, the flanker. Rob Valentini was mustard there. But I've heard he's injured as well. That's why he came off at halftime. Let's get a picture of old Rob Valentini there, because he really played well. Let's get rid of those. There we go. Get rid of those ones. Played real. Marnus Farmers in the house. Good afternoon, Vern. Yes. I would go for a half experienced and half inexperienced team. That is the question. I don't know. Okay, I'm just thinking, if now I'm the coach, if I'm Coach Robertson, what would I do? Okay, I've lost the series. I'm out of a job anyway. I'm leaving. You know, I've got nothing in the game anymore for me. So it's a tough one. I would want to go down to South Africa with a very strong team, because the Boks are double world champions and are absolutely massive. So it's a tough decision to do. I wouldn't want to lose against the British and Irish Lions. That's something my pride would not want me to have, to lose another one against them. So it's a tough decision to make. Do you think with your head? Do you think with your heart? Oh, I think that's tough, man. But if you've already got Rob Valentini, who is injured, Alan Alatau that is injured most probably, I would rest. Okay, let's just go for it. I'm the coach of the Aussies. G'day, mate. I'm the Wallaby coach, and I'm going for an inexperienced team, mate. I'm going to say, F it. Let the Lions have their whitewash. I'm going with an inexperienced team, because I want all my big boys back for the Rugby Championship, because that is more important at the moment. The series is lost. I'd do something like that. I would shake it up. I would not let Will Skelton play, who played an absolutely fantastic game there for the Wallabies. I would leave him out of that one, keep him rested, wrap him in cotton wool for the game. I think Harry Wilson did okay. It wasn't such a fantastic at the number 8 position. It wasn't really, you didn't hear his name that very often in the game as well. Jake Gordon had a much better performance in the second test than he did in the first. Vic and I were absolutely going off our minds to see that he actually started in the second game. We wanted Tate McDermott, but I've read some articles that maybe old Nick White will be playing for this one. Definitely. Tom Liner. Oh, I'm not a fan of Tom Liner. I think no. His kicking is okay. Otherwise, he doesn't do much for me. I must say, he just doesn't do anything for me. He's not the strongest. He doesn't look very comfortable tackling people. That's just my opinion. I don't rate him very high. Noah Alessio would have been a way better fly half in my eyes. But, of course, he's injured. Harry Potter, we don't know what's his injury situation. Will he be back? He had to go off quite early in the game already. Lenny Kitao, hard worker, definitely. I'd rest Joseph Swally out. I'd rest them all. Max Jurgensen, you can let him play, didn't have a good game. Tom Wright was okay, but also there, I would really try to rest my top players so that I can take them down to South Africa to play against the Boks in 2 weeks' time. Screw the series against the Lions. It's over. It's done. The humiliation of them winning it last week must have hurt enough. Who cares if they win this one now? Think about that's Vern, coach of Wallabies. Huh? That's the way I think. But guys, hey, let me know what you think. Let's see. Marnus isn't. I would give James O'Connor some game time. Yes, definitely, and rest Tom Liner for the right. Listen here. I would even play James O'Connor instead of Tom Liner. I don't rate Tom Liner at all, Marnus. That's just me. I don't rate the boy. I don't think he does nothing for me. But that's just me. Yeah? He does nothing for me. But definitely, if you coach and Tom Liner is your starting fly half, rest him. I'd rest a lot of players. Screw this last game. It doesn't care anymore. You've lost. It doesn't matter. Let those British and Irish, or Irish and British lads, of course, let them have their fun. Let them have that whitewash. I don't care. The most important thing is go down to SA and giving them a good game there. That's the most important one. The Rugby Championship, that's all about. The Lions tour is lost. But that's for the Wallabies lineup, guys. Let me know what you think. Always put down your comments in the chat. That would be really helpful. But I'm going to get into my Springbok forwards. Like I said, I don't know which players for the Springboks. Somebody put into the chat later on about some players could be injured that I mentioned yesterday. But listen, I don't know if they're injured or not. But I'm still going to put these. This would be my team. Not Russie's team. It's not the team I think Russie's going to have. This is what if Vern was Russie. If Vern was the coach of the Boks, this is the team I would put out. Okay. We'll have at number 1, I'd have Ox. Ox he didn't have a good season for the Sharks. But he played absolutely mustard with the Springboks jersey every time he played. Dominated against Italy and Georgia. I think he was absolutely mustard. So I will start off with Ox at number 1. At number 2 is the hooker. Of course, it is this man. I think he's nailed down this position. Definitely Malcolm Marx. No shadow of a doubt. The best hooker we have. Bongi. I don't know what Bongi's eaten lately. But it's Gak. Bongi absolutely not playing well. I'd definitely go with Malcolm Marx. I think he's nailed on in that position as hooker. Problem is now is to find that second hooker. Is it Marnus van der Merwe? We will see. Or is it Bongi? I'd go for Marnus at this for the second hooker position. Then the other prop, I'm going for Wilco Low. The boy mustard. Doesn't have bad games, always there, fantastic player. So Wilco Low will be my prop. Then the locks positions at 4, of course. Then force himself, Eben Etzebeth, nailed on in that position. I think he's getting on. He's had a lot of injuries, gets a lot of concussions and stuff like that. I don't know. You never know how long Eben still got, but as long as he's playing As long as he's there, I'm picking him. On next to him, Laurent Nordier. Definitely, he's a nailed on. That boy is mustard. I think he is that number 5. Had a fantastic season with the Bulls. Fantastic season with the Springboks every time he has played. Other locks have played well too. Louis de Jong has played well. Franco Mostert has played well. RG Snyman has played well. All played well. But I would go with Rowan. Definitely. Then, to our loose forwards. This was a tough one now. I had to go... At 6, Sia Kolisi, captain fantastic. I took Sia on that position. I think he's still got it. Definitely for the first test against the Aussies, I'll play Sia up front there, see what he does. Booked on place for me. At number 7, there can only be one. Pieter-Steph du Toit, Rugby Player of the Year. So what else do you want to say? He's definitely nailed on that position there. I think he's done absolutely fabulous. Come also back from injury, you never know exactly. The Aussies are going to be a test because I think the Boks had really light games. I mean, there was the Barbarians, then there was the Italians, and then Georgia. Not the strongest opponents at all to test yourselves, but we'll see against the Aussies. I think that's on the 16th of August. We'll see. But Pieter-Steph definitely gets my shout out for that position. And then the number 8 position, which is... yeah, we haven't got many of them around. I'm going for Marco van Staden. I think I would easily... Or you can swap the Marco van Staden with Sia Kolisi. Sia Kolisi plays the 8 and Marco plays the 6. Oh, Mano says he'd play Franco Mostert. I love Franco Mostert. I really do. Also coming back from injury. Also getting on a bit with, I think he's 33, 34. That's when I took Real Nordier. I think he's just played well. Like I said, nothing against Franco Mostert, also plays well. But Juan Nordier is definitely, for me, the better player. But at this 8 position, I took Marco van Staden. Love Marco van Staden. The boy mustard. I mean, he has played absolutely amazing. I think could be the best player who's played for the Springboks so far. My personal point of view, I think he's played in that 6th position. He's played absolutely fantastic. But I put him into the 8 for my team because I think he has to play. That's just my point of view. Yeah, I think he has to play. The boy is mustard. But that's my point of view. Guys, let me know yours. I know Manus has other point of view. But I guess if you have 300 Bok fans, you'll have 300 different views. Everybody has their favorites. Everybody has their players that they like most. But I think Marco van Staden... he's a sealed on there in the loose forwards. Just know Jorn Penix. Okay. Curry Cup. Yes, we'll get into the Curry Cup. Don't worry about that. I'll get into the Curry Cup tomorrow because it's Thursday. We've got some great games coming on the Curry Cup this weekend. It is the Cheetahs against the Pumas on Friday night. That should be an absolute cracker there in Bloemfontein. Cheetahs lost the first game. Pumas won the first game. But Cheetahs do have 4 home games and 3 away games. So they've got their first home game now. So I think it must win for the Cheetahs as well. But then we have the Lions against Province on Saturday. The Bulls against the Sharks on Saturday. And on Sunday, the game I'm looking forward to the most, Griquas against Boerland. But we'll get in all to the games of the Curry Cup tomorrow. I hope Vic will be back, but we will see. He's still busy moving. I went to go visit him today at his new apartment. Looks absolutely amazing, guys. He's got a balcony the size of about, I don't know, 50 square meter balcony. You can throw some massive parties out there, Vic. We can get the braai out there, get a jacuzzi on the balcony. Vic has already said that's what he's aiming for one day. We'll definitely get that one ready. Hunty's in the house. Aussie. Hunty, I want to know, should we scrap that game on Sunday? On Saturday, let the Aussies just send a weekend side, concentrate on the Rugby Championship. Let me know what you think, Hunty. Let me know what you think, man. Because if I was the coach of the Aussies, I would say, F it. I'd put in a week aside. I would keep my best players for the Rugby Championship. Rest them up a bit. But what do you think, Hunty? Let me know, man. Would interest me. Totally. But I would love the Aussies to win one. Just to send those Lions home with something to think about. But is it worth risking More player injuries? I don't know about that one. 86 square meters. Sorry, Vic. Sorry, just for parties. Yes. Joshua Miller's in the house. Mana says, Vern, will you check every now and then your emails? Because I might send you an email at some time. Yeah, I check it. I don't check it every day, I must be honest. But Vic and I both can check it. So if you send an email, we will definitely see it. Definitely see it. Don't worry about that one. Aussies play like mongrels. Yeah, Vic, you mean bastard. But hey, that is the show for today. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a short one today. We'll have to see what the Aussies and the British and Irish lads put out. I'm hoping they bring it out tomorrow afternoon so I can get it into the Defcon show tomorrow. Both lineups, that would be super interesting. We can discuss that one tomorrow. But everybody else say, hey, take care. And because there was nothing on really much today, today's Defcon rating was Defcon 5, man. Defcon 5. Everything's peaceful. No atomic bombs in the background. Everybody's loving it. No fighting, nothing. And also started to die down about that penalty situation there at the end of the match. Everybody has given his 2 cents to that one, but now everybody's calmed down. Everybody's starting to just, it's over. Never mind. But it's going to be interesting to see what the Wallabies and the Lions put out for the Saturday games. So join me tomorrow for the Defcon show. And everybody else say take care. And there's only one way we can sound off on this one is with a little bit of air raid sirens. It's Defcon 5, bro. There's nothing going on. Everybody out there, take care, man. See you guys tomorrow. Ciao.